of here and leave this.
Nice catch, Vern.
You're dangerous. You're insane.
Hello, Lazzy here. Today I'm checking out 8 shaders. Whoa!
Snap! This one is going into my cringe compilation.
In today's video, I am checking out 8 shaders what should work on low-end devices. So if you are enjoying today's video, make sure you smash the like button really good because it does mean a lot to me. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. Just want to put a quick little disclaimer. That's why I'm doing this, I guess, face cam kind of thing. All these shaders I did test out on my iPad Air 1. As you can see, it's right over here, just charging nicely. Anyway, so my iPad Air 1 I think is like 1 gig RAM and it is like pretty old. Like, I mean, I think it's like 5 years old. It is a lower end device because it is pretty old nowadays. I actually did do a video like this a couple of months ago, so go check that out. Those shaders do work in 1.12 as well, so if you want an additional 6 shaders, check out the video in the description for some other, I guess, low end shaders. But anyway, let's jump into today's shaders and check them out. As you can see, I am in 1.12 and look at my skin. It got upgraded. Anyway, starting off the video, I will be checking out Edge Shader. So I actually did this shader in my previous video, which I was just talking about, but a lot of people were saying that it wasn't working, so I figured I'm going to check it out, see if it works in 1.12, and let it behold, it works in 1.12. Once it loads in, you'll see, voila, it still works in 1.12, which is pretty sick. So if you do want to download it, I think this one is pretty sick because it does have that nice, I guess, reflective water, and it does have that nice sun effect as well. The next shader I will be checking out is Bluetooth shader. So all these download links in the description below. So this one is a pretty interesting shader because it's not a standard, I guess, type of shader. It has like a, I guess, a galaxy theme in the background, which you can turn off if you just want the normal skies in like the settings. But as you can see, look at that. Look how cool that is. Look how amazing that sky is. So it doesn't move or anything. It's just like, I guess, a galaxy blue theme in the distance, which is amazing. And it does have, I guess, a blue tinge to the blocks. And I guess, look at that. Like, it looks like I'm nighttime, but it's actually daytime right now. Like, how crazy is that? And it does also have the wavy trees and the wavy leaves as well. And as you can see, it does have a pretty nice water effect. So I was actually surprised this did not lag on my iPad Air 1. So it should work on lower end devices. And I swear the water sound effects are different. As you can see, I have changed the weather to rain, and it does have that rain effect on the grass, which is pretty nice. This is those little details which are pretty good in a shader. And even the torches have changed a bit, so as you can see, it's a bit more bluer. So the torches are blue now as well, which is pretty sick. So I do recommend checking it out if your favorite color is blue, because I really do like this shader. The next shader I'm checking out is LE Shader, so that I guess stands for low end shader. So as I said, download links for all these shaders in the description below. But anyway, let's check it out. So this shader probably has the most realistic sun out of them all. Well, personally, this one is my favorite sun. Like, look how cool that is. And it also does have the wavy grass and the wavy trees as well. So it doesn't do much with the water. So I guess this one probably is best for a low end device. Oh, creeper. Aww. So in nighttime, as you can see, the torch is shining really bright, which I think looks amazing. So yeah, it has some pretty good lighting as well. So the next shader is called Clickbait. Like, oh my god, this is epic. I think I'm just going to hide all my inventory and my hand, so it makes it a lot easier, and I guess you can see the shader a bit more, and it makes it easier for me from toggling it from when I do my cinematics. But anyway, so this shader is pretty nice. It does have the wavy grass, the wavy trees. It does have a very nice skies. As you can see, the clouds are covering the sun, which is pretty cool. It also does have some pretty nice waters, and I'm seriously surprised this worked on my iPad Air 1. So I did get a little bit of lag when I did come across the water, of course, because it is, look how amazing that is. But it did not lag as much as I thought. Like, it hardly lagged only when I came close to the water. So do keep that in mind. If you do have, like, I guess a lower end device, then it may lag a little bit, but surprisingly it worked pretty well, which I was amazed. So the next shader I'm checking out is XZPE shader. So this is, I guess, Zentur Zone shader. So his YouTube is at JasonXZ, so search him up if you do want to check him out. But anyway, let's jump straight in to see what this shader is all about. So loading into this shader, as you can see, it kind of keeps the default Minecraft water, but it does have that wavy effect, so that is very nice. It also does have the wavy trees and the wavy grasses, which is always nice as well. Has some pretty nice shadows, as you can tell as well. So I have changed it into nighttime, and it does also give that cool as, I guess, sky effect at nighttime.
There's nothing left for me to do than run and act myself a fool. No point in trusting anyone. Your eyes of diamonds keep me up. Never thought that it could be this rough. No point in trusting anyone.
We are slowly getting through these shaders, so the next one I'm going to be checking out is Super Shaders Pack. So this shader is pretty nice. It does have some glorious sun rays on that sun, oh my god, and it does have some pretty cool skies. Another thing I do like with this shader is the water. Even though it doesn't like wave or have any reflective top on it, it does have that cool as effect, like ripple effect, which I think looks amazing. Also, I do love how it changes the pause menu and the actual chat all green, because green's my favorite color, and I think that's pretty sick. So the next shader I am checking out is GLXYIPE shader. So let's jump into it and check out what it's all. Glorious sun rays on that sun, oh my god, and it does have some pretty cool skies. Another thing I do like with this shader is the water. Even though it doesn't like wave or have any reflective top on it, it does have that cool as effect, like ripple effect, which I think looks amazing. Also, I do love how it changes the pause menu and the actual chat all green, because green's my favorite color, and I think that's pretty sick. So the next shader I am checking out is GLXYIPE shader. So let's jump into it and check out what it's all about. I did do a video on this shader actually a little while back now. I think it was 1.8 maybe when the shader was out, and it was a bit different. It did have the 3D blocks. I think in this update it did remove the 3D blocks of it, but it still does have the wavy trees, the wavy leaves, and also does have a pretty nice sky, which as you can tell. I think the watercolor is a bit more darker, so it is, I guess, a bit more realistic of a color, but it still doesn't have any wavy effects, which is unfortunate, but it still does look pretty nice with the colors of the shader. So lucky last shader is this random pack shader, so let's jump into it, because it actually does a few things with the textures as well, which I will show off, which I think that's a nice touch. As you can see, when I load into it, it doesn't do anything with the skies or clouds. I think it even removes the clouds, but it does have the wavy trees and it does have the wavy tall grass. So if you do want a shader where it doesn't really affect your sky or your water, and actually this does affect the water. So as you can see, on top of the water, I completely glossed over this, but this water looks pretty nice. I do like that kind of moving effect to it. It is a nice water. On the website anyway, it does tell you what all the texture blocks are. I think it even changes a few paintings, which we'll have a gaze at. And if I can find a door, you'll see that it changes the door to give some glass on it, which I think that's a nice design. Me and the boys playing some Minecraft. So if you do want to download all these shaders, all the links in the description below. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. I know it is a longer video, but I did check out 8 different shaders which should work on lower end devices. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I shall see you in the next video, and peace.